Welcome back, awesome Action 3 fans and subscribers. We are Tuesday the 2nd of May 2023 and I'm looking at this Jurassic World Search and Smash truck set. I picked up in Malaysia and it cost me 199.90 ringgit, so that's under 40 quid. A bit expensive in Toys R Us, unfortunately, especially in Malaysia, but it looked pretty cool and I wanted to get it, and it comes with a quite nice looking figure. The paint apps look a bit suspicious. Have a look at the box. It's missing a part here. That's because I cut that off in Malaysia so I could pack it into my case of other stuff and bring everything back. So it didn't come like that. I actually cut it off. Dino trackers. Nice looking dinosaur there with some sort of harness for its head and a control. Truck looks pretty cool with a dentable bonnet, it looks like. Plenty of space for two figures in the front. Unfortunately, the back is not dipped or reset enough to fit figures in nicely. Let's turn it around. Now I see. So you can dent it like that, as I said, or the dinosaur can trim it, put a dent in it. Pretty cool feature. Transport the dinosaur, and it's got the tracking gear as opposed to control gear. Does look pretty cool, and shows some other dinosaurs in the bottom right there, which look quite nice as well. Scan to unlock. So get Jurassic World facts on an app apparently. Okay, I'm going to pause this, cut it open, set it up, and we'll see what it's like. If you like sort of content, please consider joining the Patreon, link in the top right of your screen now. Get to see all the content as soon as it's uploaded. No more waiting around 1 week, 3 weeks, 2 months plus. And you get free and inclusive entries to our prize draws and raffles when they are held, etc, etc. I will see you back here in a moment. Stay tuned. Okay, here's everything set up. The figure, the dinosaur, the truck. First impressions. I can't really say about the truck. I haven't really done anything with it. Figure looks nice, but just feels too cheap and limited in articulation. The dinosaur, however, is very, very cool. Truck. I guess let's go from figure to truck. You go in that order. So close look. So the figure, dodgy paint apps you can see on the glasses and the face there. You can see that there's parts not painted around the rim, and it appears to be a woman's face, but there's zero curves whatsoever. So a very athletic woman. It is a woman. If it's a guy, he's got a very sort of effeminate face going on. Gun is nice, but they can't hold it properly because of articulation issues. Sculpting's okay. Not bad, I guess. Let's have a look at the dinosaur quickly. It's got the tracker on. Very cool. I do like that quite a lot. That is a very, very nice dinosaur. You could modify it. What's this got? Some sort of function there? Oh no, it's just a part of the anatomy. Thought it was a little dial or switch. Very, very nice dinosaur. We'll look at the articulation of that and the figure in a moment. Then we have the truck. Looks pretty cool. Decent width for sitting two figures inside. Not sure why they have doors like this here in a dinosaur park. Should they be closed and more secure? Underneath, some nice detailing. Hats off to Mattel for doing the detailing inside there, or underneath, I should say. Does look pretty nice. I quite like that. Has it got a year on this? It didn't look a year in the box. 2022. This is from last year. Just picked this up the other day. Okay, so let's go to figure. Let's look at articulation, features, dinosaur, and then to the truck, and then put the figure in the truck and do a little comparison. So, gun I quite like, but it just can't hold it properly because of articulation issues. Needs a drill barrel. So figure, articulation. Left, right. That is not really down, up, not really side to side. Shoulders all the way around to the side. Gets over flat. There is a waist turn. There's nothing else on the trunk. Hips, good on the splits, but hard to hold in between those angles, I think. Forwards is good. Backwards is pretty much non-existent. There is a single knee bend, but it's okay. But struggles to get 90, not quite 90. And there's nothing on the boot at all, or the ankle. You can twist from the knee, but there's no ankle articulation. Upper body on the biceps, you get very small bend, and you can turn from the bicep, but again there's no wrist articulation, which you are probably going to want to add if you want to hold guns properly, which is a shame because it's a decent looking figure. Feels a bit on the small side, but a lot of Mattel stuff is like that. but not a bad looking figure. Give that a repaint. You have a pretty cool looking figure to go with one of your worlds if you're not into the Jurassic World stuff. Okay, dinosaur. So you can just take off the he says you can just take off the tracking collar. Head is left to right, really nice, up and down on the neck. And so the head, I should say, the neck actually turned around on the ball joint, very nice. The jaw does open and it's pretty cool. Arms are just up and down on both sides. And the legs are the same, just up and down back both sides. But it's a decent paint job for what it is. The good texturing on the skin and that articulation in the neck just makes it so much more better. Plus with the jaw articulation there. It's a decent dinosaur. I do quite like that a lot. Let's get a look at the truck. So apparently we can, there we go, we can push in. Bonnet is broken. Can I see it underneath there? Nothing underneath that I can see or think that's worth getting. Just some space. If I throw a bit of light on that. Yeah, no point in taking that up. Shame, you could have had it opening both ways. A little storage space in there perhaps. But it's a decent enough feature. Bit of damage. Let's have a little crash. Wheels roll, not independently, but you wouldn't expect that. Very nicely. Doors open, got a nice, quite stiff hinge and latch when it closes. There's lots of space for your figure in there, so I don't think any 1/18 scale figure, unless it's a bulky, very, very bulky one, will struggle to sit inside that. We'll look in a minute. Head space might be the only issue, even that looks okay. As I said earlier, this recessed part here at the back just feels like it could have been a touch deeper. Okay, so let me see about how this rolls. Very, very well. Let's see if we can fit the figure that comes with it in. Shouldn't be too much of a hassle. And that gives an idea about the head size. Or the head room. Oh, I might have to take that back by the head space. The legs need to be a bit more straight, I think. Okay, so the figure that comes, it fits. The issue being now, if that's the same size sort of body to butt as your regular or your other brand 1/18 scale 4-inch figures, then they are not going to fit in, because his or her head is just maybe 1 to 2 millimeters above the ceiling there. Only 1 to 2 millimeters clearance from the ceiling. Okay, so do I have any other figures that are suitable for this? Let me see. I think I will use, because it's always on my desk anyway. Have I got the other one there? No. I will use the Boss Fight Studio Sigurd the Wanderer, because he's on my desk, as I just said. And we'll also get a look at how tall they compare. He is considerably taller. His articulation will be a lot better, but I'm not sure. I have to go from the body, shoulders. He might do it, you know. I think he's going to be a bit close though, a bit too close for comfort. His legs might be a bit long. Get your arm forwards a little bit. Okay, can he do it? The answer is yes, he can. Can he get any clearance on his head? He's looking down though, mind you, so he can do it. He's not even sitting properly either, so if you've got a slightly better articulation, you can get a better fit. So you can fit figures in, but it is going to be a struggle. It's going to have to be your smaller figures with good hip articulation for forwards motion. So they can fit. I was hoping it'd be a bit bigger actually, so I'm a little bit disappointed about that. I wanted to work with my some of my Joy Toy and Acid Rain Mode stuff and some of my own universe things that I have going on in my customs that I do. It's a decent set. I just wish that truck was slightly bigger, or Mattel scaled these things slightly bigger. But they seem to be more true to 1/18 than the current batch of other manufacturers rather, who tend to do sort of approaching 115 scale, I would say. Oh, sorry, not 115, sorry. 117 scale, being a little bit bigger. Decent set. Lost potential for a repaint. Just that size is going to be an issue when you want to put other figures inside there. But you can't complain. And one more thing to do. If I'm going to compare this car, this truck here, and let me compare it to the Fortnite, not the bear, the mud flap. The bear, I don't know where I've put that. Okay, so if we compare, we can see here, I'll zoom out, that doesn't scale too bad actually. It's not too bad. The length is about right. Height wise is not too bad, and then lastly, width wise is not too bad as well. So it's not a bad match to the Fortnite mud flap. I should really compare to the bear, the Fortnite pickup truck, but I've no idea where it is. It's somewhere safe in this room or this apartment, but not quite sure where. So it's decent size. Just that for putting figures in, that's where the issue is going to arise. Because really you want something slightly bigger or slightly higher ceiling. Otherwise you're going to be limited to doing your smaller scale figures in there, which may not be what you want to do, because if you're like me, you can have the figures from a wide selection of companies that you use together, and only your big ones are going to fit. Like, oh, come on, Mattel. Cross compatibility or sell more. But what can we say? Very, very nice. Okay, this is Awesome at Toys signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe, see you on the Patreon. I'll see you in the next video. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.